Good afternoon. One of the things I like to do is count my blessings and to think about things that are going really well right now. That's a good thing to do. Don't always line up all your bad things and tales of woe that you have, but think about what's good that's happening in your life right now. There are some things that I am really excited about. Oddly enough, they aren't necessarily in the order of most important, but in the order of most exciting to me at the moment. There are 6 things. The first one is this bread machine. Last week, 2 bread machines of mine just went ahead and destroyed themselves. Actually, I'm to blame because you need to take care of your bread machines, especially under here. You got to be sure that all that's clean and working nicely. And that's what malfunctioned on my bread machines. So I've had this bread machine for probably 10 years and have never used it very much and didn't really think it was all that great. But when I didn't have the other 2, then I had to use my backup bread machine. In the first loaf, I put twice as much water in by accident, and my bread loaf was this big and was not very tasty. The second loaf was a little better, but the third loaf, I tried it on the rapid speed, and I made a loaf of bread in less than 2 hours, 1.5 loaf size, so it's not as big as the other ones. But this was the best tasting, brown, yummy, delicious bread. I am thrilled with my new old bread machine, and that is the most exciting thing that's going on right now in my life, and I can't wait to make another loaf of bread. Making bread is a wonderful hobby, especially with a bread machine. It's very easy to do. Second exciting thing, I had a job offer not long ago. I met someone on the mountain who is in charge of the trains at Nakalula Falls Park. I went and talked to him about the job, found out that that it just was not for me. Pay was low, the hours were long, and the duties were not the kind that I would want to do. You had to drive the train, give a little speech if you wanted to or not, that's okay, and clean up the restrooms. I am not going to be cleaning up any restrooms, sorry. And there were lots of other duties as well, so I won't be having a job except the ones that I already have, and I have plenty of jobs, so that's fine. So it has been wonderful dodging the threat of actually having to go to work again, and I'm super thrilled about that. My computer is still amazingly performing. I got a new one for very little money. It is the joy of my life right now to work on this new computer that works so fast. That is truly a blessing. Our garden is going crazy, even though we're in a very dry spell. We are harvesting tomatoes, just a few to begin with, but they will be coming in very regularly now. We dug up a tremendous crop of turnips and roots and greens yesterday, planted sweet potatoes on top of them, or where they were. So we got pumpkins, summer squash, winter squash, sweet potatoes, eggplants, tomatoes, and there's probably other things as well. So the garden is looking so nice, and I'm thrilled that this year it's going to be better than last year, where it kind of got out of control. We just planted things willy-nilly and let volunteers come up and go wherever they wanted to. This year it's much more in control and looking fine. The fifth thing that I'm super excited about, well, I guess I'm not really super duper excited, but I'm pretty excited. It's unusual. I don't know if it's going to benefit or not, but it's crazy and interesting. And that is, I have a video on my YouTube channel that is picking up 2,000 views a day. Now that is 20 times more than most of my videos get a day. It is going straight up, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens over the long term with this video. So that's exciting. And the final thing that I really have been taking for granted but should not have is my health and Ginger's health. We are both doing great, feeling good, exercising, eating well, and this is a big turnaround from where I was a couple of months ago. I was having eye trouble and other problems as well, but apparently I'm not working quite as hard and staying at the computer quite as long as I was before. So things are going great. Maybe I'll have a bread video soon. I can't wait to make another loaf, and the only problem is I can't make a loaf every day because I can't eat that much. Thanks for watching.